1 second, guys. Let's fix the autofocus. Fix the camera. Hang on, guys. I see you, but let me finish fixing the settings here with the brightness down. I got a glare right there. Gotta move that lamp over. See if this looks good. No, the other's better. Okay. Now I just got to, I can't do anything about that. It's there. I just prop it up, I guess. The ring light just is there. I can't, no matter what, if I move it up or down or away, it's still there. So, okay, now let's move the camera straight. Okay, now I can say good morning to everybody. Hey, Kenny, Ian, Kat, Sonny, Elizabeth, Kat, Zeely, Diana, Sabrina, Mary, Kia, Kim, Peggy, Diana, Emma, Heather. Anybody else I'm missing? Yeah, when I start working in it, I can lay this down. Let me see about my autofocus here. What's wrong with this? Okay. Hey, Darla, Mary, Brenda, anybody else popping in? Thanks, everybody, for being here. I know. Don't you love the HD, Dawn? Me too. Okay, so I got to glare something over here. Let's fix that lamp here. There we go. Now, still a little bit of glare right over there. Right there. Why is that? Oh, that piece of paper. It's backwards to me too, guys. So I have to, like, when I look at the screen, it's backwards for me. I know it's not for you, but so I have to kind of go back and forth looking from here to there, seeing what's going on. So it's hump day, people. And it's also, where's my thing? It's also, I don't know that she'll be here today, but if she does come in, guys, Barb Owen, it's her birthday. Happy birthday, Barb. Happy birthday. Mike, no, Barb. It's hump day. So, hey, Sharon, Galena, Emma, anybody I missed? Brenda, don't forget, guys, if you want to talk to me, to put it in caps. Terry won't be here today. She has company. Why is this not? There we go. I think it needs a little more color or something. Terry's got her family coming in, so she won't be here. Hey, Janet. So, yeah, Terry won't be here. She has company coming in. So, and again, it's hump day. Happy birthday, Barb. So if Barb comes in, Barb Owen, it's her birthday. Happy birthday, Barb. Hey, Pacola. So just like to take a few minutes to say good morning. We're going to work in the abandoned places. Yeah. I had another picture I was going to look at here for reference. Hey, Lisa, Sabrina. I'm sure I'm missing some people. Hey, pumpkin piles. Or pies. Oh, I'm sorry. It looked like there was an L in there. Hey, pumpkin pies with 2 eyes. That's cute. Pumpkin pies. Oh my gosh, that's adorable. That's adorable. Okay, let's see here. Hey, Elizabeth, Spooky House of Books. What is abandoned places? I'll show you in a minute. And hi, and do you have House of Books? Are you a book? Are you a booktuber? I can't go look right now, Elizabeth, but I will later. Are you? Yeah, pumpkin piles. Yeah, I'm still on the pan pastel view. Oh, thanks, Peggy. Hey, Deborah. So, Elizabeth, Spooky House of Books. Are you a booktuber? Y'all make sure you can go click on their little dots and go to their channel and see them. Hey, Panda Girl. Hey, Eileen. Eileen, I'm working. Eileen, what is today? Tell me what today is because I'm probably drawing the wrong things. I have my two different lists. I have my two different lists of, where is the one? Here it is. Of National Day, holiday. It's Hot Dog Day. Oh, good, because I am drawing the right thing then. I'm not done with it, but I'm drawing. Okay, so here's my sketch. This was my sketch, and I know it just messed up the lighting there. This was my sketch that I did, and I did do this one for Eileen. So this one, oh, lighting, come back to mama. Come back to mama, lighting. There we go. So I did this one for Eileen because she does the National Day of Every Day. And so this one will go, they're just like 4.5 by 6 little cards I'm going to do. And the very first one that I did for the National Day of blah, blah, blah. Oh, wait, let me see what Elizabeth's have a channel, but haven't posted any videos. Just do have a book blog. Okay, so you have a blog. Okay, thanks, Elizabeth. Get on the tube, girl. Ride that tube. Anyway, so I'm going to try to draw one a day. Now I know myself. I'm going to have things come up. Other things are going to take priority, but then I'll just try to catch up, or I'll try to go ahead. So I was using the National Day of, and that website, and then Eileen was using the checkitday.com, and some of them they overlap, and there's usually like 2, 3, 4 different things. So sometimes there's only one or two. So then I can pick whatever I want to do for the National Day. Well, this happened to be yesterday was National Peach Ice Cream Day. So I did this one, and this one's going to Eileen. It's the original. It's a watercolor and color pencil. So I'm sending this one to our Eileen. And then I printed out some tiny ones. They're not stickers. My sticker paper didn't do as good as I want. Didn't do as well as I wanted. So, but I did make some little. I printed out some small ones. So I just stuck one in here because I just wanted it. Because this one's going to Eileen. So then I started drawing for the other days, and today is Hot Dog Day. So this is as far as I got, Eileen. So I got a hot dog with mustard coming out of it. So this is what I'm going to try to finish later after my stream. I'll work on that. And so it's Hot Dog Day. And then the next day is daiquiri day. So I'm working on a daiquiri day, Eileen. This one should be the one that goes to you. So I'm working on a daiquiri. And then what else? Do I have anything else going? No, that's all I got sketched out. I have my lists. I have all my lists of the days. Well, up through July. So I have it through July. I have the check it days, and then I have the National Day of. And I did have one more in there. Wait a minute. I skipped. Because I'm putting one on a page. I have. Okay, so Eileen, on the 20th, which I think is Friday, you need to drink on Friday to the 20th. Friday. Friday is National Lollipop Day and Moon Day. So look what I'm doing, Eileen. I'm making a lollipop moon, a moon lollipop. So this will this will be um, for Lollipop Moon Day. Now these are just my sketches. What I'm doing is I'm putting them on the watercolor paper. I'm doing them on this on some nice watercolor paper. But these are just this is my sketchbook of national days. So yeah. So that's what I'm doing there, guys. And I do plan on selling the little postcards. I do plan on selling them. So, yes, a lollipop moon. So, I'm going to try to do one a day. I'll try to do like maybe on the weekends, do 2 or 3 up ahead of time. We'll just see how it goes. But I do want to do, yeah, they're good prompts for art ideas. They are, Pacola. And the reason I started doing this is because Eileen tweets pretty much every day. It's National Day of whatever. So that's why the queen of national holidays is getting the peach ice cream cone. I'm sending her that one. So anyway, okay. So thanks everybody for coming in. Oh, this is my notes that I did for today. So there's my some notes I have for my abandoned places. Do the photos that see attachment. No, I'm not going to do a man and well, I might do a man and thong. If I did one, Janet, I'd send it to you. Or Terry Trouble. We'd send her the man in a thong. There was a National Thong Day, I think, wasn't it? Or was it national, what was it, swimsuit or men or something? Anyway, you got to watch those posts from Eileen, our enabler elf. Hi, Heather. Did I say hi to anybody else coming in? So, hey, Susan, Brenda, Rachel, anybody else that's coming in? Thanks for being here. Was it actually Thong Day? But I think they meant the footwear, didn't they, Eileen? I'll have to go back and I might have to go backwards and do a thong, but I'd do a footwear thong. So anyway, so yeah, I'm going to work at abandoned places today. Yeah, the foot thongs. Okay. Again, it's Hump Day, and it's also Barb Owen's birthday. So instead of saying Mike, Phil is going Barb, Barb, Barb. It's Hump Day, people. Barb. So if y'all see Barb come in, because I might miss her. So yeah. Hey, Sandra. Yeah, I don't know that she's here right now. I mean, this is pretty early in the morning for Barb, but I just wanted to give her a shout out. So I'm going to do a little flip. I have the book propped up right now just to keep the glare off, the ring light glare off. So I am going to, let's go this way so I can flip the book. It's backwards. I'm just going to flip and talk for a minute, say hi to everybody. So hopefully we can get the lighting to adjust. Let's adjust lighting. Let's adjust. Come on, baby. Come on. You can do it. So I'm going to do a flip while I'm talking. So for those of y'all that may be new or don't know, now see, there it goes again. I alter abandoned books. I'm working in 5 different ones. And if y'all love Kieran Connolly, who did Abandoned Places, and he also did Abandoned Castles, he now has out Abandoned Civilizations. So they are all in different stages, and the light's going to fluctuate as I turn pages, guys. I really can't do much about that. So these are all in different stages of alteration, and I do mixed media collage in them. And as you can see, some are more advanced than others. Sammy's at hospital. Oh, okay. She's having a treatment, Susan. Okay. Hey, Sammy, if you're watching from your phone. So I'm trying, guys. Trying to have it not flash. But anyway. Thank you, Eileen. I'm just going to flip while I say good morning for a few minutes. They're in different stages. Some are done, some are not. They're just, you know, I don't feel a need to finish a page. I try to finish a page while I'm with you guys, unless I just say I'm going to just work all through the book. Otherwise, I do try to finish a page while we're here and post it at the end of the day. I did send Kieran Connolly an original from his castle book. I did a castle one. And let me see, where's my phone? I did one out of his castle book and sent him the original, care of his publisher. And he actually tweeted a picture of it. Let me see if I can find it here. He actually tweeted a picture of it with his original, with the actual photo. Let's see if I can find it. Oop. While I'm flipping here, I'll flip and phone at the same time. No, that's not what I want. Hang on, guys. I got to just put in. I got to search. Hang on. It's not what I want to search. There we go. Okay, so let me go to his media. So here's his new book. This is the new one. Let me do the trick to turn down the brightness to make it show up. Let's see if that'll work. So here's his new book, Abandoned Civilizations. And then he posted, let me go back here. I can find it. Here it is. So he posted my original picture that I sent him. Here's the picture I did and sent him. And then there's the original picture in his book. So this is what I started with right there. And this is what I turned it into. And to see that picture, let me go to my photos. I got to brighten this up just a little because I can't see it at all. Hang on, guys. I'm not reading chat for a minute. Searching. So that was just really nice of him to post the picture of his picture in the book with my picture that I altered, you know. Hey, Norma, and anybody else I'm missing. Hang on, I'm scrolling through pictures. Here we go. So this is what I sent him here. I don't, he has the original. So there we go. Yeah. All right, now let's see if we can get the lighting back here. I have to keep turning it up and down. Yeah, and thank you, Pacola. If your screen's blurry while you're here, now, of course, if you're watching the recording, you're going to see it as is. But if your screen is blurry here, turn your settings, go in the little wheel, and turn it on to HD, and it should clear up for you. Okay? And if you're buffering, turn it down. Like you might be at 1080p, turn it down if you're buffering. Yeah, if your screen is blurry, turn it up. If you're buffering, turn it down. That's right. Thanks, Pacola. Here's one that I started, and I do have some tabs in some of the ones I might want to work in today. So this one I started, they're just tacked down. I tack things down just with a glue stick if I'm just going through with a pile of collage stuff. And I say, oh, I need this here, that there. Then I just stick it down with a glue stick for a minute. And then I end up going back and gluing it down with matte medium. And I use golden matte medium for my glue. Golden matte medium. But I put it in a dish soap container because then you can just open it up and squeeze it out. It's just so much easier. So that's what I use. I don't use Mod Podge. Particularly don't use Mod Podge if you're in a book, because that can glue your pages together. Oh, thanks, Kenny. That can glue your pages. So, yeah, like this one's done. Oh, and then I varnish them. Here, let me show you one that's varnished. then I varnish them so you can see the shine on them when I varnish them. Now, some of these are done and they're not varnished yet. I leave when I varnish them, I varnish them, and then I leave them open overnight to make sure they're 100% dry. You got to make sure that varnish is dry, otherwise you'll glue your pages together. So, and the same thing, I have a couple of boo-boos in here where I didn't put wax paper behind them, and I've got some torn edges now that I have to paint over. But you want to make sure and put wax paper between them when you're working on them, and leave them open while the varnish is drying. So I know the light's fluctuating with the change of the pages, guys. I can't fix that. My camera doesn't have light lock. I might try to go back to the other camera. I have the 920 and the 930. The 920 was giving me sound issues, crackling, and it might not have been the camera. I don't know. I'm going to try it again, maybe next week, or maybe over the weekend. The 930 is a better quality camera, but it doesn't have light lock. So when I flip pages, the light can change. Hey, Kim. Hey, Wendy. Anybody else popping in? Thanks for stopping in. I'm just flipping through my my abandoned altered book. No, this is not the new. This is my old one, Julia. See how many pages I have done in it? All right, so here's an example of where I got matte medium. And the pages got matte medium because I didn't have paper between them. So this one this was my first one. I have 5 all total different ones. This is abandoned places. I've abandoned castles. I've abandoned America, hidden heritage, and abandoned theme parks. Well, you shouldn't have crackling all the time. If you do pumpkin, then there's probably something wrong on your end, because otherwise everybody would be saying, you'd have 150, 200 people saying it's crackling. That's what happened with the other camera. It was crackling for everybody. That's why I moved to this camera. So if you're having crackling now, try turning your volume down on your computer or on your YouTube video. You might have them both of them are too loud together. So you shouldn't have crackling unless everybody's having crackling. And you can get them in magazines, toy magazines, Loretta, or you can buy books on them. Yeah, you can buy books. And guys, if you like the marbleization, look like the marbles that I use for planets, you don't have to have a marble book. Look, you can just take, let me show you an example here. Hang on. Let me find something here. Hang on, I'm looking through my collage bits. Take you a piece of something, whatever colors, whatever you like, and just punch you out something. So you don't have to have marbles. You can lose all your marbles and still make planets. You're welcome. Yeah. See, sometimes when you have your computer sound high and your YouTube sound high, then you can have an issue. I'm glad it's fixed for you. This is another one. See, I have the Post-its on some of the ones that I might want to work on today. Yeah, thanks, Pico. Yeah, I have pages for video for most of the pages that are finished here. Now, they're not going to, anything before June is not going to be in HD because, we just moved over to YouTube in June. Yeah, I got one here, but I'll find it in a second, Loretta. Hang on. Just go look on Amazon. I don't know. Hang on, I'll find it. I'll find the book in a minute. I want to get crack-a-lack in here. This one's done in varnish, so you can see the shine. See? This is one of my favorite ones. I love this page. This is all paint. Painted all that in. Nat Geo books are good. You can alter those too. Yeah. Thanks for the tip. Those without marbles. Just doing a quick flip. This is another one that I might work on today. I have about 4 or 5 picked out that I might do different. I think about, I want to finish a page during the stream, but if I don't, I don't. I just keep work. This is another one. I have an idea for this one, painting out all these little holes here and doing a star chart. So that may be a good one to start on. Maybe I'll start with that one. This one's done. This one's done. I got a lot of them are done. I got more done in here than I think. Thank you, Rachel. This one's in progress. So yeah, when they're varnished, they're done. This one I haven't done anything to, and I really want to do something in this. I think I want a pond. I did in one of the other books a pond in the gallery, the audience gallery here. So yeah. So if y'all like abandoned books, Kirian's got the new Abandoned Civilizations out. I think it just came out. Like it was out in the UK for about a week or two, and now I think now it's out on Amazon here. Hey, Teresa. I got your letter. I haven't had a chance to read it. I just got it, Teresa. So yeah, hopefully you got some good news on your apartment. You got moved into your temporary apartment. Okay. Oh, good. This one's done. So yeah, I've got, like I said, I'm working in 5 different books. This is what I want to work in today. But some of my other ones, I really, one other one is especially, this one I have. Yeah, I'll do a quick flip of Forgotten Heritage too. So, because I love both of these. Now, this one's by Matthew Emmett. And let's see where I can go here so it's not I have quite a few pages either going or done in this book. And when you see this kind of thing here, this is just where I've painted out the text. This is just getting rid of all the text. And then I'll collage on top of that. Hey, Julie. Wait, how to call? Oh, thank you. Thanks for being here. And again, guys, if y'all see Barb come in, it's Hump Day and it's Barb Owen's birthday. Barb. I just made that for her. Thought that would be cute if she did stop in. So this is all paint. The water is paint. And then this is not paint. So I blended my paint into the clouds here and painted my own clouds, painted the water. Again, this is just where I black out or paint out the text. So this one, I really like this one. Here's where I used another punch out here or watch part. This is all paint. This is paint. A book should be written called Abandoned Projects for Crafters. Yeah, those are called WIPs, Works in Progress, Peggy. Well, actually, they're called UFOs. unfinished, what is it? Hey, Painty Girl. So again, all I've done over on this side is just because it was full on text. This one I just added the little wisps in the candle. Added this right here. So there's a lot going on in this book too. These are probably the two that I've got the most going. The reason you heard that little bit of sticking, this is a 3-dimensional glued down thing. I don't put, well, it's not 3-dimensional. It's a, what do you call it? Die cut. So when I varnish it, then that won't happen. This one's done. This one's just started out as 4 old abandoned oil tankers. And then I turned them into UFOs with Mount Fuji. But again, it needs varnish. It's not varnished yet. Again, here's where I've just painted out the text. If y'all have any questions or anything, put them in caps. So I can see you're talking to me. I won't think you're yelling. Hi, Brenda. I'm sure I'm missing some people. Thanks for being there. This one I want to do a full-on checkerboard with draw chess pieces. So I might just draw the chess pieces and put them on here. Hey, Kenneth. So like this is all in progress. One day I didn't really feel like doing anything, so I went through the book and just blacked out the text pages. Hey, Foxy. Oh, Barb's gone out for the day with the sponsors and the ugly women. Oh, her ugly women dolls. Hey, Ian, I'm going, what? Well, if she stops by or watches the recording, she'll see we all said happy birthday to her. So, yeah. Her ugly, is it the ugly doll or is it ugly, there's an ugly painting or something. She has one ugly face that she talks about. Hey, hello, everybody I missed. Thanks for stopping in. So I'm just flipping through so you can see all the different places that I've blacked out the text. All the edges, just as a base. Here I glued on this, glued on that. I'm going to put this bee here. This is a cutout, die cut for my cameo. There's some more little butterflies from my cameo. I'm trying to keep it propped up, and I still need my recipe of ice. I still need your recipe for iced coffee. I don't know what I don't drink iced coffee. What am I missing? See, I painted all this out here. And then extended the fan blades out, painted the fan blades in. Hey, Tatiana. I'm just flipping through 2 of my altered books. Like I said, I'm working in 5 of them. But you can see, just different things that I've gone through and glued in here and there. No. Oh, you know what? You might be thinking of Cameron. He drinks iced coffee, but I can't tell you what it is he drinks. Yeah, he talked about it on the recording when he was here last week, but I don't remember what kind he drinks. It's some, Starbucks, 5 ingredients or something. So now you can see where these have not been whited out, blacked, painted out. Hey, Jean. I'm just doing a flip through 2 of my books. And we're going to work in one today. I have 4 or 5 pictures picked out. I like the feather reverse bit here, like just having this show, having the negative space. I put those in there. Just added some paint here and a little piece of a jewelry. Again, this is some fractals. This is a punch out or cut out, and then just some paint here. Working on this, started painting this in, this castle. This castle's going to turn, go into this water here. Hey, Purdy cat. Hi, Purdy. Oh, great. I got to turn this down. Hang on. I'm going to be on a group chat here. I'm not. Thought I had the volume off. We'll see what happens. Family, Hubster and his sisters are in a group chat. Yeah, because if you post like 10 times in a row, and guys, if you do that, if you post too many, hi Shauna, if you post too many times in a row, other than the mods, if you're a mod, you can post as much as you want. But like if you say, hello, Jean, hello, this, and you say it 10 different times, it can put you in 15-second timeout, 30-second timeout. So don't yell at the mods if you get put in timeout for posting too much. That's an auto thing. So you can see I've just got different things. I glued these cemetery angels and started connecting them. And again, all the black edges here, it's not, it's just to get rid of the text or the white. Here are these fractals here. These fractals matched this geodome thing perfectly. And then I put a giant ring. That's a jewelry piece there. Again, more fractals that just mimicked the geodome here. I love that. And look how the fractals mimic the geodome. There's nothing glued on here. This is the picture in the book. And then this is a fractal spiral. I love these 2 pages. I don't know if I ever do anything to them. I just like the way they look. Hey, beady-eyed Beth. So yeah, they're just in different stages. I'm just doing a little flip through before I get started, doing some more gluing. So I thought I'd just show 2 of the books anyway that I'm working in. And I know it's flashing in and out every time I change, guys. I can't fix that. This is the alien here was actually in the book. It was like somebody painted it on a graffiti like wall there. So yeah, I really love doing my abandoned books. So you can see I still got lots more to go. Lots of pages to do here. Do I have any more finished ones? Oh, this one I'm working on that one. There's just different ones in different stages. Glued her in. This was one. I love the way this one worked. I just did a little bit of drip from the ceiling there and then put in a little extra water down there. Same for this light coming down. That's painted in. Sorry for the glare, guys. I was thinking I was propped up. So I want those wings on that page. Oops, don't want to bend the wings. started that one. So again, they're all in different stages of completion. But we're going to work in this one. And I may not need that prop it up once I open the book because the glare should be, yeah, there we go. So I have 4 or 5 different ones picked out to work in. Now we'll zoom in a little. Let's readjust here. The white balance. For some reason, it looks like it needs focus, but maybe not. Hey, Karen. Hey, CB. Anybody else popping in? Okay, so I have this one that I started just tacking down bits. So they just tacked down with a glue stick, just like temporary in case I decide, if that's that where I want, which it probably will be where I want it, but I didn't want, when I go through the book sometimes I'll either paint out the edges, paint out a background, or just flip through with a pile of collage stuff and just tack things down, because otherwise I have to get out my matte medium, my brush, my glue brush, and smear, my baby wipes. And sometimes I don't want to do all that. So sometimes I'll just get out the book and a stack of collage and just go through and start tacking things down with a glue stick. Because if I tack it down with the glue stick, then I can just, pull it back up. So, yeah. So if you have any questions or comments, put them in caps. So this is one that I'm thinking about working on. This one, because it's 4 pieces, and these are the most tricky in the book to do, where there's 4 different images and trying to make them all cohesive. I might just start with some paint on this. I don't have any images picked out or anything, but I can start painting this out. I might start with that. The other one that I kind of wanted to, these are the ones I've got bookmarked here. The other one is this one, because I want to paint out all of the little holes there and turn this into like a star chart. Maybe I'll just start with that because it will just take black. So we'll just go ahead and just get crack-a-lack in here. If you're watching and you don't like chat and all that, we do that every show. We do a little chat. And I'll do the 4 on the page too. I'll start with that one. But I'm going to just to get warmed up here, I'm just going to get black paint. And when I do a background, I have it's not watered down at all. Sometimes we water things down in a color book. Let me get a little pointy brush here. I'm just looking through my brushes, seeing what one I want to use. Just want a small, not too long of bristle. Here we go. Just something just to paint in the little tiny areas. And then, I can't stay on all day. Other people stream, Star. But I pulled this one out. This is my new glue brush. It got really kind of bent up. You can't probably tell. There you go. See how bendy up that is? So this now becomes a glue brush. Glue brushes are the only brushes I let stand in water. They stand in water so that they don't get hard, because you really can't. I mean, I guess you really could if you really, really worked at it. But I just use my crunchy old brushes, and those stand in water, so that they're always flexible, right? But I only use them for glue. And then baby wipes are the other thing I use. I use Huggies, natural, non-scented, no aloe, just natural, to mix and play with paint. I use Golden Matte Medium for the glue. And also the other thing about using Golden Matte Medium, it's what I use to glue down all my art journals, my art cards, everything, because I can manipulate paint. So when everything is painted over with matte medium, I usually do that while I'm gluing. Like if I glue 2 or 3 things down, I cover the whole thing with matte medium. That way, when I go to manipulate paint, I'm going to have to go get some juice, guys. I'm losing my voice. I can manipulate the paint on top of it. Let me go do that real quick, guys. Let me go get some cold juice. Okay, got some juice. Sometimes I need something cold to keep my voice going. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to roll up my sleeves a little here. And I'm just going to start painting in. Let me move this brush. I'm going to start painting in some of the spots. So if anybody has any questions or comments or anything, feel free. Let's see how clear that is. That's pretty good there. Just put it in caps if you're talking to me. Okay, so my idea for this one was to paint in these negative space and turn this whole thing kind of like into a giant star chart. This brush is not going to work. Need more pointy brush. It's too flat. Let's see. Let's see here. Oh, here's a little angle, a small angle. Nope, that one's too flared. Hang on, guys, digging through some brushes. Let's see. I have a lot of long-haired ones. Need a short hair one. Maybe this one will work. Okay. And there's a glare. Okay. Let's prop it up a little. There we go. All right. I think we're in business. It's a lot of setup. You got to get the camera to not glare on a shiny page. So, and I'm going to just do this for now, and I don't know how far we'll get. I don't have any collage elements picked out or anything like that. You could also use a Posca paint pen. That's easier to get in little tight spaces. But I'm just going to use my paint. So again, the other thing I'm working on is those daily drawings. Daily, they're watercolor and a paint on watercolor paper, smooth hot press. But they're not really watercolors, not like watercolors like what Jean does. I kind of really base coat with watercolor and then go in color pencil, you know, just like I do if it's a color book page. Let me show you the one that, this is the one I did for Eileen, National Peach Ice Cream Day. So this is the one that I did for National Peach Ice Cream Day, and that one I'm sending to Eileen. Hello, Forever Purple. Anybody else coming in? So I'm going to try to do one a day, one little card a day, and probably sell those because I'm cutting back on my portrait commissions to get caught up on my other, you know, my pet portrait. I mean, not my pet portrait, my pet cell phone covers and all that. And I just can't. it's not enough hours in the day. So I figured if I cut back on my portraits, I could pick up the little drawings. That will be less time consuming because a portrait can, take, 3 to 5 days. And that's if I just work on just it. So 3 to 5 days versus, an hour or two is a big difference time wise. But it still lets me sell something while I'm doing the other things, getting ready for. I don't know if I'm going to do Society 6 or Redbubble. I'm not sure if Redbubble has cell phone covers. It has to have someone. I know Society 6 has cell phone covers, so that's why I said Society 6. She's pausing her portraits to get caught up on daily sketching. It's just quicker. There's less time involved, Jean. There's less time involved in the the drawings, the little paintings, than it takes for commission portraits. Because you also have to consider all the other things, getting them to get you a good photograph of their pet or person. Then you got to make sure you ship it, and you got to insure it, track it. Yeah, I know, Jean, you're teasing me. So I thought I would do those. I'm not going to sell them. Probably sell them for I don't know, $12 or something like that. And that'll be shipped. Including ship. That'll be shipping cost involved. They're just little. They take me about an hour and a half or so from sketch to painting. So I figure I'm worth $10 an hour. So that's what I think I'm going to do with those. Hubster thought I should sell them for more, but I said, they don't take too long. Hey, Katrina. Now, I could also, after that, then I could end up putting them in some kind of a booklet or a zine thing or something like that. Prints, but I'm not that far down the road yet. I've only got 4 more sketched out. I showed them earlier. We couldn't afford to pay you all. Thanks. I got, so let's see here. So here was my initial sketch for the ice. And I'm doing sketches in the book, planning them out. And then I will put them on the watercolor paper. So they're on 4.5 or so by 6. They're like postcard size, right? But I'm putting sketches. So today is hot dog day. So National Hot Dog Day. So I'm going to do a hot dog with mustard. Then the 19th is daiquiris. So there's my sketch for a daiquiri. And then the 20th, which is Friday, is Lollipop, National Lollipop, and National Moon Day. So I'm going to do a moon lollipop. So those are, that's what I've got sketched out for the next 4. And some days, they have more than one thing. They'll have like moon and lollipop. So why not combine them, right? That's what I'm going to try to do. If there's more than one thing, I'm going to try to combine them because that's fun, right? I missed, and I'll probably still go back and do it. I wanted to do it was this last week, National Get Out of the Doghouse Day. And Eileen, see, she's getting that ice cream one because she's the queen that started us all following National whatever it is day. She tweets it out every day. So I thought, well, Eileen needs the very first one. So I'm going to send her that one, the original peach ice cream. Did I show you the peach ice cream? Yeah, this is the size. See, it's just a postcard size. They're just 4 by 6. Is Barb here? Or is that a different Barb? I just saw Hey Barb. Hey, Gannett. Shabanu? Oh, it's Barb W. Okay, because it's Barb Owen's birthday, so I made Phil tell her happy birthday on Hump Day. So I'm just kind of painting in this. I have kind of a little bit of an idea in my head of what I want this to do. Okay, so this right here, I need to get rid of that shape because I'm going to try to do kind of like a star chart thing. So I can get rid of extraneous cross beams here where that detract from the line, the geometric line of it. Yes, you're peachy. You're just a peachy queen, Eileen, the enabler elf. So I'm working on that. And again, I'm still working on the cell phone animals. And I'm also going to try to do them in a little painting. And I'm doing them on the ones for the cell phone, I've been doing on the tone tan paper and cutting them out, putting them in Procreate and manipulating them in Procreate. But I also want to do just some little paintings. So I started some of those. I think I showed y'all the emu. Doing some like watercolor. Where's that emu? What did I do with you? Where are you, emu? Oh, good grief, where is it? Here's my stack of what I'm working on the animals. But I have a painted emu going on here. Ah, there he is. And he doesn't have his earbuds. So here, I'll show you the difference here. So y'all know I've been taking them out of, show you the little process here. See, we could just put these guys on here, right? So I've been, and there's my giraffe with the earbuds. So taking them and then cut them out of here, cut them off the paper, off the brown tone tan paper. And then I photograph them and put them in Procreate. And then I manipulate them in Procreate. I'm looking around for, where did I put them? Well, I don't know what I do with the little photographs of what they look like after I manipulate them. But anyway, so I did these, and then I also want to, so here's what I start with like this when I start them and then cut them out. But I want to do little paintings of them. So here's the one that I started with painting. He's not done, but he's blocked in. So I'm just doing some different things with that. So those are some of the things I'm working on in lieu of working on commissions, which I still have I have some things in line. I have a couple Gold Rush mom has me doing something, and there's a couple other things. So I'm not going to do any portraits at all, but I'm not taking new commissions, or I'm going to be very picky about that because I want to do this other stuff that I've been putting off for a couple years. And if I keep saying, okay, well, I'm just going to keep doing more and more portraits, I'll never do those other projects. Not that I don't like doing the portraits, but I just want to do some other things, I want to do some other things too. Oh, what he was an emu, Kenneth, if that's what you're talking about, the emu? Or are you talking about the what's his name now? Yeah, the axolotl. Yes, that. And then also, don't forget, I do Inktober every year. So I want to do, this will be my 4th year to do Inktober. So in Inktober, I have to decide what I want to do for that. Last year I did kanji writing with, that's what I did this last year. But maybe I'll pull out my other Inktober. reptiles, and it turned into other things too, but because I ran out of reptiles. But it started out as reptiles and Celtic knots combined. So last year was kanji. The year before that was Celtic knots and um, reptiles and knotting. Okay, so I'm just going to just do this for a minute. This might be kind of boring. We'll probably do this for a little while. Then I might move on to some collaging. Then I might move on to some painting. But these are all the steps and that it takes to do an altered page. So you can see some of the different steps, how long it takes, and how you have to really be committed to a whole book. So you need to pick a book you like. If you want to alter a book, I love abandoned places, but not everybody does. Some people get creeped out by abandoned places. Don't pick a book you don't like the subject matter. You won't finish it. I'm telling you. You won't finish a book if you don't like the subject matter. So, I always say, if you like gardening, pick a gardening book, pick a come back, chat. Pick a an animal book you like, and certain kind of animals, or just animals in general. You can do animals. You can do, there's just so many books, and you just go get you a book on clearance, or if you love the subject matter, you can pay full price for it. Um, you're going to be in it for a long time, and I'm working on 5 of them. So I've not even completed one fully. This one's probably got the most completed. But I'm not looking at it like, oh, I got to hurry up and finish it. A fairy tale or mythology. Yeah, those would be good too. Probably not fairy tales, maybe mythology. I could do a mythology. The thing about doing those kind of books, see, I like photograph books. I like books of photographs. I don't really have any desire to and that's the thing about doing a fairy tale or a mythology book. Somebody has drawn those characters. An artist has drawn those characters, and I don't really want to work on. I'd like to work on photographs because they're real things. They're real things to manipulate rather than manipulating someone else's art. And that's what you're good. Not that photographs aren't art. Don't get me wrong, but I just mean I like working. And see, I didn't put my wax paper behind here. It's not so bad right now. When you go to glue, when you start collaging things or painting around the edges, you want to make sure you have your wax paper or something behind it so you don't glue your pages shut. Hey, Faithful. Hey, Mugsy. I'm sure I'm missing some people. Thanks, Katrina. Thanks, people, for coming in. Hey, Azure. Anybody else I missed? So I just like, the coffee table type books, big, nice, thick pages, usually glossy, which that doesn't matter because I matte medium over it all anyway. And then at the end, after I'm completely finished, then I varnish them and make them glossy again. So they're nice and thick. They lie flat. They're not buckly. They're not wrinkling. Hey, Kim. All right. So let's keep going here. I want the little, I want to keep the little cars, and I want to have them hanging from the stars. So this one, I don't care. I'm going to get rid of that one back in there. And don't be afraid to, you don't have to, you can cover up things. You saw how much I covered up of that last, the one I did for Kyrian, in the castle book. All but just the castle was gone. I want all this gone here. Might need to get a bigger brush. Okay, I'm going to turn this, guys, so that I can get in the detail up here. So if I don't, my sleeve's going to be whoops, my sleeve's going to be rolling around in the paint. So we're just going to turn it sideways. 3 Kims. Yeah, there's a lot of Kims. There are a lot of Kims. All right, let me take this wax paper over here. So I might work on this for a minute, then I might go back over to one of the other pages and do some gluing. Because other than my star chart idea for this one, I have no idea what else I want to put on here. Sometimes things come to me. Sometimes when I'm just going through my collage fodder, you know, I'll take a stack of collage fodder, pick out 10 or 20 things and flip through the book and see where it works. And it's just different ways. Just depends on, you know, how much time I have, my mood, just, you know, sometimes I just feel like doing that. This to me is like my playtime, working in these books. It's play. Gondolas. That's what they're called? Yeah. Thanks. Thanks, Julie Topaz. Yeah. So how many here do any kind of altering books or abandoned books or anything like this? Anything similar? You know, like Julie Topaz, she does her collage mixed media every day. What day are you up to now? 600 and what, Julie? She's been doing a page for 600 and something days straight. Not, I don't think have you ever missed a day, Julie? Do you ever sometimes have to do 2 in a day to get caught up? Your Kimmy Poo on Ustream? Yeah. You do, Melissa, but you've been slacking lately. I just started a new reverse collage in your Timeless Ireland. That would be good, Becky. Timeless Ireland. Oh, Becky, you're Kalura, right? I keep forgetting that because I follow you on Instagram, so I see your work. I didn't know it was Timeless Ireland. I need that straighter. Yeah, 3 Terrys, 3 Kims. Mary has one she hasn't started yet. And the other thing too, by doing this like on the show, and it was the same thing when I did my Ustream show, you know, wherever I do the live, you know, here or there, whatever, is seeing how long things actually take. I don't do speeded up videos, not that there's anything wrong with that. I don't do that. For one of the reasons is I don't like to edit. I just want to, you know, I'm just going to do what I do, put it out there. And if you don't like the long videos, you can just fast forward, right? But one of the things about doing, and this is true for whatever process you're doing, people don't realize unless they hang out with us and see how long things actually take, how long things take to do. You know, you see people doing a color book page, and if it's speeded up, not that there's anything wrong with that. I just always appreciate a color book, a color tuber, or any artist actually, say how long the process was. If they do a speeded up video, you know, and it's 10-minute video, you know, put in the description box it actually took me 4 hours. Katrina, you're working in your abandoned book. Yeah, if you do a color book page and you post, you know, a speeded up video of your color book page that takes 10 minutes to color, you know, a face or whatever, put in the description, this actually took me 2 days. You know, I mean, people that, you know, do a lot of art and stuff, they know how long things take, but you know, especially newbies, They're going to see oh, I want to get into color booking. Oh man, that didn't take long at all. I think I'll get into color booking. Why did it only take that person? I know it was speeded up, but I didn't know it actually took 3 days to color that page. Yeah, so I like real time for that reason also. But I mean, I've watched speeded up videos too, but I know how long things take because I do it, so I know how long, I know how long that stuff takes. It's not an hour. You watch a 15-minute video and think, oh, that must not have taken more than an hour, which, maybe it did, but a lot of things take a lot longer. I mean, you can just see how long it's taken me just to black out the background here. And the other thing about using the black acrylic, or any color really, I just like doing space scenes and things like that. But to do color pencil on top, same thing for your color book, the backgrounds. If you want to do color pencil, you need a acrylic or a matte medium, at least some kind of a base, because color pencil is not going to stick to the shine. You can't even color pencil. Oh, I love a book on abandoned museums. Oh, I bet you there's probably not a whole lot of those. I can't imagine a lot of abandoned museums. If they are abandoned, Eileen, there would be nothing in them because all the stuff would come out of it. All the libraries, I have actually seen pictures online of abandoned libraries. You've probably seen those too, Eileen. Like public libraries, school libraries, and all the books are just thrown around in the library. Let's get a group together and go get those books. Let's rescue them. Let's rescue them for art projects, if nothing else. I know but it's so sad to see an abandoned library with, whether it's a school or a public library, everything just abandoned there and books piled up and trashed and no, there's too much that could be done with them. But I think the same thing of a lot of like this park right here, these gondolas. Oh my gosh, they could so be something, if nothing else, in restaurants or working on 4. Okay, so Sharon, I am new and working on 4 pages, and you have being live makes me feel, about the time it takes. I know, right? It takes time. And you have to enjoy it. You have to enjoy the process. It can't just be liking the finished page, although you want to like your finished pages. But you want to enjoy the process. I usually, if I'm not streaming, I have on other streamers in the background. I think I'm just going to cover that one up. I have other streamers in the background and listening to other art casts and different stuff like that, And so I'm hoping if you're watching this, along, 3-4 hours or however long we're here, that you're all working on something. I miss what Julie's doing. That's going to be fun. Julie's going to do something fun. What are you going to do that's fun, Julie? Because she was talking to Jean, so it wasn't in cap, so I missed it. But Julie's having fun, and I want to see why. I guess I should get a bigger brush here. I'm just like using this little one to finish this up. You can get the books on Amazon from Goodwill. Oh yeah, you can get Goodwill, yard sales. I mean, you can get books for cheap. My Books a Million has stacks of stack out books for $10 and under, and it depends on what book, right? I think Abandoned Places. There for a while it was like $9 and something. I think on Amazon, I think now they're $14, although I think they start out as 24. So you can get them cheaper, I'm working on holding this puppy. Oh, you got a sleeping puppy, Kenneth? Yeah, there's abandoned, lots of things abandoned, Eileen. Like the one you got me, the was it Forgotten Heritage? Is that what it's called? Yeah, Forgotten Heritage. It's not even called abandoned, but it's an abandoned book. But it's not called abandoned blah blah blah. It's called Hidden Heritage. So sometimes the books are not called the abandoned in the title. At their convention, the theme for the hospital is MASH Mobile Alcohol Service Hospital. Oh, is that something is that what Julie's a part of, or is this something else? At whose convention, Jeans? Whose convention? A veterans thing? I missed what the convention was. Oh, for her work. Okay. Okay, Julie's saying the theme for a hospitality room for convention. Oh, okay. Is MASH. But y'all put it mobile alcohol service? Oh my gosh. Let's see. Yeah, get a book that you like. If you don't like abandoned places, don't get abandoned. You know, get a gardening book. Let's see, I think I'm going to go ahead and paint that out right there. Okay, I think I can turn it back now the other way. And decide what I want to do. I think I need a little bigger brush. Oh, I got to get this up here. Hang on. I kind of wanted to at least get the top part here so I can show you kind of what I was thinking for a star chart. But I have to have this part done. So give me a minute. We'll do a little bit of this. And then I'm going to move on to some of the collage that I have pulled out for one or two of the other pages. Hey, Hubster, are you bringing me coffee?
No, I'm bringing you your prune juice.
I don't drink prune juice. I have my cranberry juice.
Just kidding.
I know.
I love you.
I love you too. I know, that's okay. They know how you are. They know your sense of humor. Okay. He brought me some coffee. It's for the Veterans Organization. Yeah, I knew what you're talking about then. If I just wasn't sure if Jean was referring to what you were doing. Got so many books from my library sale for $1 this year. I know, Kim, right? You could get some awesome books at your library sales. And you might as well, if they're books that are going to get in the landfill, you might as well take them and use them and make something of them. Yeah, he is. He's a sweetie, Melissa. I hear the cats out there playing with their toys. Janet had fun with her niece, and she went out and did the school shopping video with her. That was so cute, Janet. That was so cute. See, some of these tiny, thin lines that you could probably get in there with the Posca. Hey, Christy. I'm sure I'm missing some people. Also got some music paper, an atlas, and an old dictionary. Yeah, those are awesome background papers. I know I got bins of that stuff, guys. I don't use it near enough as I should because I find new images, new calendars, new books, and I don't ever make copies of them. I can't ever remember the last time I made a copy even of my own artwork to use. I just like originals. I like the original book. I like the original, tearing out the cats. Can you hear the cats? They're wrestling right outside the door. They're wrestling and banging on the door. So did Janet, is all that stuff that you had her holding, was that actually for her or for you? That's the question. Was it for you or her? You didn't buy any of it? Oh my gosh. Y'all just went to make a video? Is that what y'all did, Janet? Oh my gosh. Oh no, I made Hubster hold the stuff I was buying. I bought that stuff. Oh my gosh, Janet, for real? That's hilarious. I bet she had fun doing that though, didn't she? She looked like she was having fun. She didn't have the deer in the headlight look. So she didn't get embarrassed that you were filming her in the middle of the store, right? Hey, Mary. Just made the video and left. Oh my gosh. That's a true YouTuber right there. Oh no, we're just going to make the video and leave in the store. She's so cute. Oh my God, Janet pulled it all out, made her hold it, and made her put it all back. Her niece. Girl. We're getting there, guys. Just a few more little spots here. So my idea when I saw this, all these tangled, well, they're not really tangled. They're just part of the construction of the ride, was to make this into like a giant star chart. Not necessarily an accurate one, but some like geometry type stuff all through it. But before I can do that, I really need to matte medium it because the crossbars there are shiny, and I could use a Posca, but I can't use a pencil. Pencil won't go over that shiny bits. So we'll see. I could just sketch it in. I could just sketch it in with the Posca because like I said, I have really no other plan for this page other than that. And then we'll move on to one of the other pages that I have a little bit of idea what I want to do. I just knew I wanted to get this far on this one. A little bright there. We go. And I didn't see the finished project that she was working on. Did she like it, Janet? Did you let her take it home? Or did you make her put that back on the shelf too? Oh, you get to work on this project. Here's all the stuff. You can use all that. Oh, no, 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 no. You can't take it home. Or did you let her? I'm teasing Janet. She knows I'm teasing her. Okay. Now let me get a little bit bigger brush to maybe just do some of this black stuff. Okay. I swear I'm going to make an emoji of Janet. Emoji Day's coming up, Eileen. What day was that? I saw that coming up. You need to make one. You can make a Digi one. Eileen's good at Digi, or she's really great at Digi. She can make a Digi. She can make an emoji. What day is it? Did I write it down? Oh, it was yesterday. Yesterday was also Emoji Day. Okay, so let me get a bigger, flatter brush here for some of this bigger area here. And see, I've got all my supplies are pulled out for everything else. I got my glue brush ready at the ready. I got my scrapey, painty matte medium. I got my matte medium out that's in the dish soap tub. I got a punch if I need to punch any planets. I got some watches. I got some flowers. I got bundles here. I got bundles of collage bits, more bundles, another bundle. There's another bundle in there. Then I got some different, my deli paper, Japanese paper. I got more. So yeah, I got stacks of stuff to use. Okay. Yeah, it was yesterday. Yeah, Eileen. Did you say something about a library? Ours has a rack of free book or a bag of book for $1. I go, yeah, yeah. See, you can get books. You can get a lot of them. All right, let's move down here. I think I'm going to come right to there. So I just want to kind of paint in some of these big areas. Use up the rest of this paint. So don't y'all that do abandoned books or altered books like it? Like the process? I mean, isn't it like, I don't know. It's very, very therapeutic. I think I'm going to go ahead and get rid of all that. It's just relaxing to me. And like your mind can wander and think up, different ideas. You can visualize it, visualize different things. And that's all your imagination is just a picture. I hear people say, I don't have an imagination. You do. You're just not using it. All right, I'm going to go around each one of these. I don't know if I want to go all the way down there. Oh, I think I blacked these out. I'm going to go all the way down here. And I did have, you know what I should do while I'm just doing this is not really a lot of thought to this, is I should read you some of the quotes out of that creativity book I finished. I have a bookmark. Where is it? Think Like an Artist. Now I can't sit here and like read pages, but I could read some of the tab things some of the quotes that I could quote you out of the book on creativity. I don't know how well that'll work depending on the context, but we'll see. Because I read the book, so I know if I write those quotes down, I know what it means because I read the book. So we could try that. I also have my big quote book I bought. And the thing about, if you hear a quote, you hear somebody talking about a topic and you write down a sentence or something, then start trying to imagine how you can use it. That's where the Society of Idea Collectors comes in. See how you can use that. Right? Just like, Eileen's posting the National Day of whatever, and some days there's more than one thing. We'll try to combine those things. That's when, we've talked about mind mapping and listing different things to combine things for new ideas. Prop that up a little. There we go. My imagination is awesome. I get lost in there. Yeah, it is. you can get lost in there, right? Yeah, that's why some people say, "Oh, I love to be in your head for a day." Well, I say, it's busy up there. It's really busy. We're busy up there, people. That's why you got to write things down. Because really, guys, you think more imaginatively and more ideas than you really think. But because you don't write them down, you forget them. You say, well, I can't come up with any, and you probably have come up with 100 ideas in a day, and you just forget them because you didn't write it down. But if you write things down, the act of writing it down, seeing it on paper, will generate more connections and more ideas. But if you don't write it down, they're just flittering around in your head. You're not going to get anywhere with that. Just saying. You know, even like I use post-it notes, even writing it down on post-it notes, just post-it notes, anything. Then I have the travelers, little booklets, the travelers booklets. I carry those around. When is the last time you did a chat? I don't remember the last time I did a chat pack questionnaire. Okay, so I'm liking that. We got a good start. All right, so here, let me just take a second, take a drink of juice. Cleaning my brush really well. I clean the brush, then I wipe it off on the paper towel. I can have a wad of paper towels under my brush tub. So I really clean it out. Then I pat it out, clean it out. And if it doesn't come out clean, I'll clean it again. And so I usually keep my brushes fairly clean. All right, so let me get some of the excess paint off my hands here so I don't get it on my book, on my other book. Yeah, your ideas need a landing pad. Exactly. Yeah, well, you don't need to act. See, the thing is, people think, well, I've got this idea, and if I don't act, I got to act on it right now. Well, if you write it down, it's out of your head. I mean, you might think of some additional things to add to it, but that idea is out of your head. So you're not overly, unless you want to do it at the moment. You might want to overly think that one project or that one idea. But when you get hundreds of ideas a day, if you're not writing them down, they're all just floating around out there. If you write it down, then it's out of your head. So then you can go on to something else. Tell you, and then come back to the ideas that you want to develop further. Okay, so some coffee there. All right, so I think I've got the bulk of the paint off of my hands. All right, so this book, I'm going to go ahead and back out anyway because then I wanted to be able to see the whole book. That's good. That's probably even too far. Let's go back in one. Let's refocus. Here, guys, let's focus. Where's my hand? Okay. Get that. And let's go back over to the lighting. Something about right there. Okay. All right. So this is the book that I read. Now I move it all after. I read this book recently. Think Like an Artist and Lead a More Creative, Productive Life. And I read some of the excerpts of it out the beginning, but I'll read some of the things that I bookmarked just to kind of give you some little. All right, here. Ideas are like rabbits. You get a couple and you learn how to handle them. And pretty soon you have a dozen. John Steinbeck. And then I have my little tabs here on a sentence. To give up before we even start, using low self-esteem or lack of qualifications as an excuse is frankly gutless. As human beings, we are all born with not only the wherewithal to be creative, but also the need. We must express ourselves. The only decisions to make are what it is we want to say and through which medium we want to say it. So I like some of these are just some of the things that I marked to keep. Okay, I can't go right now, Jean. Current, is it, do I need to go? You put it in caps. I don't know if you were talking to me. Do I need to go look at it right this second? Well, and the thing is you already think visually. Everybody, you don't need to learn how to think visually. We already think visually. That's how we think. When I say I want an apple, you might picture a green apple, a red apple, an apple tree, a sliced apple, an apple dipped in honey, but you don't picture APPLE. You already think in pictures. I said, God, it's hot in here. I want to put a fan on. You're going to picture somebody sweating, dripping, hot, a fan blowing, someone getting cooled off. You're not going to picture FAN. We already think in pictures. Okay, that's all right, Gene. I just wanted to make sure because if you really wanted me to, I was going to go dig it out. Your tweet. Um, you see what I'm saying? When I say, okay, I'm going to make this into a star chart, you're thinking stars, lines, or I was geometry. You're not thinking STARCHART. You see what I'm saying? You're not thinking, everybody already thinks in pictures. That's how we roll. Now, if you're a computer, you're thinking 011, 00010. I mean, I don't know how they do coding anymore. It's all when you're just thinking about things, you're already thinking in pictures. Okay, so there's a couple there. All right, let's move on. Let's see what else I got here. What's the next one I got? What else did I save? Artists are seriously curious. Curiosity needs a motivation too, a trigger to excite the mind. Our intellectual side doesn't exist in isolation. It's the one part of our cognitive being, the other side is which is emotional. It is only when the two are working in tandem and great feats of creativity are likely to be achieved. So I like that. I'm just reading what I have marked here. What do I have here? These leads to, and I mean, nothing is connected here, guys. I'm skipping different chapters and whatever. These lead to the experiments that eventually result in the production of a realized concept. This is the path creativity takes. So this is starting to talk about the path that creativity takes. I don't know if this is interesting to anybody, but whatever. This is just a little minute break here. Okay. Okay, that's probably not going to make sense unless it's in context. Let's go here. I like this little chart: interest, passion, inspiration, curiosity, innovation, experimentation, realized concept. That little thing. Yeah, exactly. We think visually. We're not thinking like I said, when I say a red apple, you picture in your head a red apple. You don't picture REDAPPLE. You know, you don't, unless you're writing. Of course, if you're writing, if you're a writer, you're trying to imagine how the words are spelled correctly. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about in your everyday life when somebody says something to you and you're imagining it, you are picturing it. That's all your imagination is. Your imagination is just pictures in your head. That's all it is. Okay. Okay. Ideas emerge. Okay, wait. This is about. I think this. I bookmarked this whole chapter, and they don't mean like literally artist steal, like the book "Steal Like an Artist." I forget his name. That I have that book too. They're not talking about literally stealing. Okay. Um, a problem solving is all about thinking, and that requires imagination, which is what leads to the moment of inspiration. I'm just reading, sentences. Nobody else can make the same connections in the same way as you do. What we conceive is uniquely ours. So, for instance, like let's say an artist told you, I'm going to paint an apple today. I'm going to paint a red apple today. Even if you stole the idea of painting a red apple, your red apple is not going to look like any other artist red apple. You see what I'm saying? You know, um, if someone said, I'm gonna go like Jean's doing some marbles and some glass. I'm gonna paint glass marbles today. And somebody goes, oh, I'm gonna steal that idea. I'm gonna go paint glass marbles too. You're not gonna paint the same glass marbles that Jean would. You see? So that's what that means, that you're not going to get how do you get your imagination to come out through your fingertips to draw? The biggest trick, I'll tell you, here's the biggest trick for how to get your imaginations to come out through your fingertips. You ready? Wait for it. Wait for it. Ready? Here it is. This is how you do it. You pick up a paper and a pencil, and that's how you do it. All right, I'm being a little funny here. I'm being a little funny. Okay, so let's see. What's the next one here? Erroneous notion that they were such a both men were brilliant, of course. Okay, that's talking about Einstein and their and how they thought about things. I can't read the whole chapters here, guys. You just need to. It's worth the book to me. This is a book worth buying. Okay, where's the next one here? This one. Okay, I got two on this page. Okay, this is what we talk about in Society Idea Collector, combining things. They're calling it combinatory play, combination play. If you take, we've done list here and we've got 30 something Society Idea Collector things and you don't have to do everything exactly like we talk about. Take the ideas that we talk about and make your own, develop them in your own. The color doesn't matter, blue or purple, it's an imagination. Dee says drawing takes passion, practice, patience, and practice. That's true. That's my formula. And it's not just for drawing, it's for anything that you want to get good at. Whatever you want to get good at, it takes passion, practice, patience, and prayer. That's my formula. But if you think, well, I just don't know what to draw, well, you can't really even use that excuse these days. I mean, if you just don't know what to draw, then just go put in prompts. If you're just looking to draw something, just go plug in prompts, art drawing prompts in Google, and you'll get probably maybe 100,000 prompt sites. But for me, what I like to do, and just like I'm doing with the National Day of whatever, there might be more than one thing on a day. So let me get my little thing back over here. So one day, I think it's Friday, the National Day is Moon Day and Lollipop Day. So why not make a lollipop moon or a moon lollipop? So this is going to be my little painting for Friday. So you combine things in different ways, but you have to just get a pencil in hand, sit down and do little thumbnails. Get out. I would suggest copy paper or the cheapest sketchbook you can have, because otherwise you're going to go, oh gosh, I'm going to mess up that piece of paper. Oh no, I'm going to mess up a sketchbook. Just get some copy paper. Get a stack of copy paper. That's one of my favorite notebooks. One of my favorite notebooks is just white paper. Just copy paper in a 3-ring binder. If you don't like some, tear it out, throw it away. But I recommend leaving it in there because that may generate a lot of ideas later. Okay, we're not getting very far on the abandoned. Hang on, let me do a couple more here. Um, Cynicism is reductive and destructive and premeditative. Skepticism, on the other hand, when intelligently deployed, is enlightening. I think this is talking about being, judging your art or whatever, your writing, your creativity too soon. Because creativity isn't about what somebody else thinks, it's about what you, the creator, thinks. Okay, I'll leave it at that. Let me put a post bookmark in here so we can maybe read some more later where we left off. Again, that's think like an artist and lead a more creative, productive life. You can get it on Amazon. I bought it at Barnes & Noble, but it's on Amazon because I've already looked it up. Okay, so let's move on. Let's move back to our, okay. So my idea for this, let's prop it up a little so we don't have a glare. And I think I need to block the sunlight. Because when it changes, my light changes. That'll probably help some. All right. There we go. Okay. So my idea for this was to make this kind of like a star chart. So, or some kind of geometric something. So let's see here. Maybe I'll have some kind of geometry something here. I don't know. I'm just saying. Now, if I sketch anything on here like with pencil, it's not going to show up with white pencil. On here, on the shiny bits, but it'll show up on the black paint. So even if my lines aren't connected yet, I can still get the idea down. Thanks, Jean. So let's see. Let's get where's my green? Here it is. Circle thing. So even if we start, and of course, if you don't like it, you can always paint over it. But I'm thinking of some spirals, some triangles. I really want all these to have white lines eventually. See, this one's going to be a little more complicated than some of them. So I'm thinking, see, I need a ruler. And if you use a paint pen, there's my ruler. There. I love my plastic see-through rulers, but if you're going to use a paint pen or a pen, you want to use a ruler that's a metal ruler with like a cork or something under. Otherwise, it's going to seep under. So I'm just thinking, let's start with some of the large one here at first. And just get some things kind of mapped out. Sorry about the light flashing in and out, guys. I don't know what to do about it. Except to go back to my other camera. I might try that on Monday. I might go back to my other camera that has light lock and hope that the audio is working on that camera and that the audio issue I had on that camera was something different than, yeah. So I'm just going to kind of play with the lines here. Maybe this one will go behind that one. And this is paint, so I got to be careful when I put it on top of other paint that it's not going to, you don't want to smear it. Well, I'm not going to finish this one today, Kim. This is just the idea today because I really want to do the collage gluing on the other one. But I got 2 or 3 others that I'm working on. This one, I just wanted to kind of start the idea. I haven't really thought this one out yet. I just haven't really thought this one out other than this part. This is as far as I got with this one. I'll probably get someone says, I don't like that you whistle. You always get somebody, it's really funny. I think most of us YouTubers laugh at it by now. You always got somebody in there that doesn't like something you do on every video. I just don't. I either delete them or don't let them get through. I don't like the way you laugh. Can you not laugh? I've literally had people say, can you stop laughing? I don't like the way you laugh. Can you stop laughing on your show? Can you even believe that somebody says that? It's just a little hard to even imagine someone says that. I'm trying not to imagine it. It's quite comical. It makes me laugh. Yeah, it makes me laugh when people tell me, can you stop laughing? Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's see here. I don't know. This may or may not work, guys. This is how I have it in my head. This is where your ideas have to be a little bit, you got to rein them in sometimes. I know. For real, guys. For real. Okay, let's see. We can't stand it that you're having fun. Don't you go having any fun. I'm not having any fun, so you can't have any fun either. That's what I'm imagining they're saying, or that's going on in their head. Oh my gosh. I know, right, G? It's so easy to voice your opinion. Not common courtesy. Oh, that's so true. Um, Whistling women and crowing men always come to. Oh, well, now that's ridiculous, Barb. That's ridiculous. That's an old wives' tale. So you're saying it's bad luck to whistle? I don't believe it. Okay, so let's see. Let's go this way. And why would you say that? Why would someone say that, Barb? Just out of curiosity. Why are you trying to rain on my whistling parade? Just kidding, guys. Just kidding. Don't email me. Okay, so let's see. That one's two. This one needs to come down. So I guess I could just fill that in. But I don't want it on that cart right there. Hey, Sapphire. Was your mom trying to shut you up, Barb? Was your mom trying to make you stop having a good time? Was that what your mom was trying to do? Just roll with it, people. Just roll with it. All right, so there we go. All right, so kind of going that away. We got some lines going on. Yeah, I don't know, Kim. Sorry. I don't know everybody's internet. Okay, so now what I kind of want to do is a spiral. So I'm thinking somewhere, maybe not quite that big. Maybe something like this, like coming off of this. All right, so if I come up here with this one, I have to keep my pen rolling here. Whoops, got a blobby. Got a blob there. Let's kind of get that blob off. You're a rebel like that, Julie? All right, so now what I want to do is a spiral up here on top of some of these lines. So I'm thinking that I want it to come along here, and then it's going to come around. Let's see, my pen's wanting to be a little finicky here. And then I'll go down to maybe 2 sizes smaller. How do I want to do this? I could probably freehand it. It's on the black paper. I mean on the black paint, so I can probably freehand this spiral. Easier than using I can always go back and fix it. So then we come this way, something like this. So I want some geometric shapes in here. And I'm just going to put them like right on top of my lines, which I'm not even done with all the lines. I'm just kind of getting the idea down. Tell me what I meant when I typed it. You've been wondering for years. Yeah, it's just that's an old wives' tale, Barb. There's probably no meaning to it. The meaning is your mother was probably thinking you were just being too whistly. She might have just made that up. Oh, bless your heart, Barb. Okay, so let's see. A couple of spirals maybe. Then let's see, maybe some other kind of geometric something going on here, maybe. And again, I really can't write on top of the, what do you call it, the paper itself. Oh, please do a like so people can find us. Thank you. And CDU, Coloring Down Under. I started watching your video this morning, but then I had to stop because, I had to be here. So let's see. Let's do another circle, a big circle up here maybe, and see what we can find in that. I probably need about 3 circles, something maybe around one of these or behind one of these, a little smaller, maybe something down in here. Something like right in here, maybe. Just maybe 3. Maybe 3, and then I'll have a couple planets. That'll give me 2 more circle-y things. Was it black magic? I don't know what you're talking about. See, if you're talking to me in caps, I don't have any idea what you mean. But sleep well. She's in Australia, so it's like 12:30 there. All right, let's see. I think you kind of get the idea, right? Of some geometric something. Maybe some, let's do, maybe, do I want to do some, that looks like too much like a kite. I don't want to look like a kite, even though it's geometric. Or I could do some, let's do some. Some dotted lines would probably be good too. And then when I go to paint, I'll do star shines and things. Like, let me see if maybe I'll just draw one in here somewhere so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. Like, let's do one on top of this spiral. So it'll have stars and geometry. And star, like, some kind of, look at that coming out of there. Something like this, see? I'm just picking on you, Barb. I hope you know. Maybe that will connect. Maybe start doing some connections, like this, through here, over to there. Maybe this comes out down here. See, this is fun to me. I don't know if it's fun to y'all or not, but I'm going to move on to some collage over on the other page here in a minute. I think I need to get out a different. I think maybe this one is either almost empty or. My favorite shows are my coloring book, but this is really awesome. Oh, thanks, Sapphire. Yeah, we do a little everything. This is not just a color book show, although I do a lot of color booking. Yeah, I mean, yesterday we pan pastel for the first time. I broke my leg. We pan pastel for the first time yesterday in a color book on an octopus. Janet likes it because I'm using a ruler. I don't nothing wrong with using a ruler or a template or anything. Nothing. Look for basic shading in black magic. Oh, look for that. Okay, see, I didn't get that far. I didn't get that far in coloring. 14 minutes to 19 minutes, it will give you the just okay. I just got past the part where your nephew visited with his girlfriend, and then I had to go. So that I didn't get that far, you know. Okay, so I'm liking where this is going, but it's going to take a little bit. So it might be, I don't know if I want more spirals, more lines, more dots, more dashes, just something, you know. Let's see. Could have maybe something coming out of here, like pie shaped things. Could probably put a couple of watches in here too. You know, for time and some planets. Some of this could get painted out. I don't know, but I'm liking it. Oh, that was that was today. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I was watching today. Whatever was your newest video, that's the one I'm talking about. Okay, so I'm going to stop on this, guys. But I'm liking where it's going. But this one's going to take a little more thought. So we're going to go over on to gluing some things down, making some worlds. So the pieces that I had picked out were, oh, and somebody asked about the marble book. Here's the marble book. It was in my stack. I use these for planets. But again, guys, you don't have to have this to do planets. Get you a piece of colorful, you know, something off of a painting or something, and punch. And I have a couple different punches, but different sizes. But like, punch you out a planet. You don't have to have a marble book. Yeah. Yeah, marbles as planets. But look, this is just with a punch. You don't have to have a marble. But this was Aggies, Emmys, Shooters, and Swirls. Emmys. And I think Suze sent me that. Okay, so let's go over to use your imagination. All right, so let's go over to one of the other pages that I wanted to work on a little bit. I already did a flip through this, so maybe let's do a little paint out of this. We'll just go from, I got about 5 pages bookmarked here. So we'll go a little bit of each until we see where we're going to go. I don't know that we'll finish a page, but I didn't have that as a plan. All right, so this is already all glued down. I got some stuff glued down here. Now I think I'm just going to get some paint and start painting that out. You can take this. It's got cold. I'm drinking my juice, so that's okay. I'll get that in a minute. Well, you want a pizza today?
If you want. Yeah.
What time is it? 10. Okay.
Well, I'm getting ready to run up to.
Oh, okay.
And
Okay. And then come back and then we'll decide on if we want to get pizza.
you are so pretty.
Well, thank you, honey. Aw. It always says hi to you, too.
Hey, lady.
Okay. Hey, ladies and guys. Okay, so let me put. I'm gonna put some wax paper behind here so we don't glue our pages shut because I've done it. All right, this one needs a little trim. This one needs a little bit of a trim here. It's too long, too much in my way. Oh, and I had done this, I think my very first blog post 10 or 12 years ago. I think my blog is 10 or 12 years old. No, it's probably older than that. How old is my blog? Oh, well. Anyway, I don't really post on my blog anymore. I haven't for years. But, sometimes I'll put, like, if I want to do a class and I give somebody a face sketch or something like that, where you can go to it's just a place to go get something if I post it for you guys. I did that one color book thing for you guys and stuff like that. So I don't really post on my blog, but I think my blog is probably maybe 15 years, might be 15 years old. But my very first blog post was one of my hand carved bee stamps, and I used wax paper to make it look like a honeycomb. So I used my bee stamp, and I had some yellow in there, and then I had took some wax paper and I made it look like a honeycomb. Well, I said I forgot about that idea. I liked that idea. I liked that idea 15 years ago. So in my other journal here, let's see if I can. No, it's not in this one. It's in my black one. My black journal here. In this journal, I started. I said I'm gonna use my new bee stamp, my new hand carved. It's not new. It's a couple years old. I don't know, but it's not my original one. Hey, Christine. Anybody else popping in? So I got one of my other hand carved bee stamps, a bigger one, and I had put some of my stamped bees in a book. And I said, you know what? I forgot. I used to use wax paper to make a honeycomb. So I'm working on making a honeycomb. This is as far as I got. So I wanted to look like like a wax, and I'll go in here and detail it out. But this is going to be a beehive waxy with wax paper. So I'm having fun with this. Like, got to do this stuff on your free time. Yeah, I'm not sure how long. I'm thinking it might be 15 years old. So yeah, does it look good as a comb? I know, as a honeycomb. Yeah. So I have some orange, just some art paper in the background, and I'm gluing down the wax paper over it. I don't know yet where it's going, but this is all going to be like detailed in, like painted in. Like, here, let me get where's my little paintbrush? Rabbit trail, or in this case, bee trail. Bee trail. and and do this. See, I got to go around every one and go in here and paint it in, like kind of like we do our other collage, painting it in. But this is going to make it look like the hive, right? So we'll do stuff like this here. My paint's almost dried out. See how we're going there? Maybe get rid of that one. Yeah, so just something like that. Now let me set this aside to dry. So that's another book I'm working in. Okay, so let's go back to this one. And I think I want to let's move the baby wipes and the matte medium stuff because we're not ready for that yet. Oh my gosh, I wish you could see this desk. Seriously piled high. What is the prefer time you speak of? What is, oh, the free time? What's the free time I speak of? Yeah, exactly. Oh, Julie, I know, right? All right, let's brighten this back up again. Okay, so I want to get, let's go with maybe purple wave here. So we're going to do a little painting in. I don't know where we're going to go with this yet, but I'm basing it on the color. So, and that's more purple than blue. It's blue down here. It's more purple up here, but it's purple. Okay. And then this one is some Blue Harbor. I'm going to need some more black. And then I don't need white yet. And a little bit of a sienna color. Which one do I want? Yeah, I think I'll go with this. So sometimes, and that's another show I want to do. I want to do some more color combinations using design seeds combinations and projects and sketches and designs and stuff using design seeds. If you guys want a place to have color combinations, you don't know what colors go together, you don't know what colors you like, you don't know what to combine, go to design-seeds.com. And every day, I think there's 2 a day. There used to be. I don't know if there's still 2 a day now. I don't follow it daily. But we've done projects using their color combinations. So there's always stuff out there, guys. All right, let's see. There's always stuff out there except my red palette knife. Where's my red palette knife? What do I do with it? Okay, well, I usually stick it in one of these. Here it is. Okay. So thanks everybody for being here. I don't want to get too dark, too light. I can't lock it in with this particular camera. All right. Got a little bit of a glare, but it's not too bad. How long have we been here? Just 2 hours? Oh, we got time to get some stuff done. Okay. I think I'm going to start with scraping some paint. Sometimes I just get in there with finger painting, like, oh, maybe I'll do that to start. So I'm going to get in here with the purple, and I'm going to start blending these 2 nebulas together, right? It's a little dark. Might need a little white to lighten that up. Let me get some white. This one, I think this is the empty one. Why do I have this? I have more than one. Okay, so let's get a little bit of lighter. There we go. Are we flashed out, guys? Y'all have to tell me. I do my best here. Hey, Louise. Happy hump day. All right, so I'm going to just start with finger painting. And then maybe there'll be a little bit of something going on here. Barb. I'm teasing, guys. So I'm just getting the purple and the white and kind of marbleizing it a little. Blending in all the little bits into a cohesive star system. And if you get into tight little areas like this, you'll probably have to get out a brush, Barb's comment. It'd be fun to do one of your old school collages based on 3 colors. like lemon. Oh, I know that was so fun. Yeah, we might have to do that. Get out, one of the art journals and doing a collage from scratch, not using a book, but just collage from scratch. Picking three colors and doing a collage from in one of those books. Let me write that down, Julie, because I really like that idea. Where's my post-its here somewhere? Oh, there they are. Three color collage in the Delusions. I'll just put that. Those are my collage from scratch journals. Yeah. About Delusions journal and love drawing. Yeah. I don't draw in my Delusions. I mean, I'll draw something to paint it or whatever, but I don't really just sit and draw in it because, for one thing, that paper, the book's a little on the expensive side. And if I'm just going to sketch, then I'm going to just sketch on notebook paper, or copy paper or something like that. Not that there's anything wrong with that, Barb. We're already fussing at her for the whistling comment, so we don't want to diss on her too much today, Barb W. Uh, oh my goodness. All right, so let's see. It's got a little blue purple down in here. Gonna get some in the crevice there. And then this page does have matte medium over the whole thing, because when I glued some bits down here, I covered the whole thing with matte medium. And the purpose of having matte medium over everything is because then you can take your paint, and let's say you get it somewhere and you don't like it there, you take your baby wipe, you can completely get rid of it. You can't do that. I mean, you can do it on shiny paper for a minute, but your papers are all different. You got some matte paper, you got some gloss paper, you got some thin paper, some thick paper, whatever you're doing in collage. And so, if it's all covered with matte medium, you're in control of manipulating that paint that you just can't do without having it matte mediumed in. I'll probably have some stuff coming across there anyway. Do you whistle while you work? Don't listen to that. Yeah, I know. It's that one. The recent one was on YouTube about laughing. Yeah, can you stop laughing? I don't like the way you laugh. Your laugh is annoying. Can you stop laughing on your show? Yeah, it sounds funny. It's hard to believe someone actually would say that, but yes, this is one of my altered books, Sapphire. I have five. I have five books that I'm altering. Abandoned books. I've abandoned. This one's abandoned places. I have abandoned castles. Hidden. What is it called again? Forgotten heritage. Then I have abandoned amusement parks and abandoned America. And I will probably end up getting. I haven't done it yet because I just don't know when I'm gonna have time to do it. But Kieran's got his new book out, Abandoned Civilizations. How can you not have that one, right? So I'll probably end up getting that one at some point too. Do I want that to cut across? No, I think I want it to end there and there. So I'm just playing with the little paint now. Sometimes I put on collage, paint, then I'll paint, and then I'll collage. Oh, thanks, Louise. That's sweet. And I mean, who doesn't like listening to people laugh? I don't care how weird your laugh is. It's fun to laugh, and everybody should be laughing. All right, so now let's see. I think I want to do some black, and there's a couple little dots of paint here. I think that was some where I got a matte medium and kind of stuck the book together, or something there and there. But I'll turn that one into a star. But I know. All right, let me get a brush here. Let's see. No, I want an angle. Where's an angle brush? That one's too big. Put a smaller angle brush in there. Oh, that one's might be too big too, but I'll give this one a try. All right, so we just get some black paint here, and I just use coffee lids for palettes. And when they start getting crusty, then I've been saving them for Dr. Dot. I haven't been painting as much lately because I've been coloring. Let me see if I can find one here that's ready to peel. But when you start getting lots of layers, you can. It's plastic, so you can just kind of peel it up and have some cool acrylic paint skins. See, like that on the back side. They're really cool. I don't use them, so I've been trying to save them for Dr. Dot. I don't know what she's going to do with them either, but I told her I'd be saving them for her. Oh, thanks, Annie. Good to have you, by the way. All right, so now I'm going to come in here with some black, and let's see what I want to do here. Just kind of imagine a world, and you can't do your world wrong. You can have whatever kind of world you want, right? So I think I'll make that light off the edge there. We'll just do a little bit of manipulating here. Might have some water coming off here. Let me move my wax paper down here. Thanks, Bacola. Yeah, y'all make sure and follow ring the little bell, and that way you'll get notifications when I go live. Although I do stream every Monday and Wednesday, some Fridays, 9 a.m., although I usually come on a little early to do some chatting, 9 a.m. Eastern. I think that needs to go. Might keep that path. Oh, the paper's torn right there. A little fix up right there. Tore that paper the other day. But anyway, I hope you guys have fun here. That's, my whole thing is for people to try things. You're stuck on the hamster wheel. You mean the treadmill? Good one. I want blue over there, so let's just finish down here. To get people inspired to try, create. Everybody's got ideas. Like I said, you got a picture in your head. You may not know how to do it. Like, you might imagine a realism, Vermeer type painting. You can imagine it. That doesn't mean you have the skill to do it. Everybody has to learn skills. You even if you let's say imagined, and I don't do music. Jean would have to address this. You might have a song in your head. You might hum a tune. Like I could sit here and go, whistle a tune. I don't know the first thing about reading music, playing an instrument, or anything like that. So it's like I'd have to learn the skill of music to be able to create that piece, right? You want to try an altar book? Now, I'm telling you, just pick a book. It doesn't have to be an abandoned book. Pick a book of a subject that you like. I'm trying to decide whether I want this all black or do I want it some light in there. Or you know what? I can almost just make this into a planet. Let's see. Where's my, well, I was going to say I can get my circle template out. Let's just, and if I don't like it, I'll just make the whole thing. Because that's going to give a weird tangent on the end of the page there. I'll have to blue that out. Let's see what happens. Let's just go ahead and put this in. And then I get some lighter purple. Almost need a pink purple, like a magenta color of some sort to mix. Let's go with razzleberry. I don't want this straight on, but it needs to be mixed with a little of that purple, I think. So let's mix that right there. And a little white. I'm trying to mix this color. And that's another thing, doing collage, mixed media, or even a magazine journal. It helps you with practicing color mixing, color blending. See, I'm trying to make that color or something close enough that it'll blend in like a planet right there on the edge. Those three colors. Maybe a little white highlight. Okay, then maybe a little of the black there. Maybe this planet is got something weird going on with it. Get the baby white. You can always blend with the baby white. Okay. Go back to my black. The nebulous looks so real. Yeah. We're working it. I got splatters and more to do. All down here. I don't like these little bush things here. I need to, kind of paint this out here. Let's see, what color do I want? A yellow ochre, golden straw. Get a little of that. Oh, a little much. Let's get a small brush and a little bit of the sienna color, a little bit of white. Trying to mix kind of that straw color there. Close enough that at least I can drag it out. So, because I want to keep that path. So I just want to get rid of that, whatever that was there. So a little bit more. I kind of like the way this cuts in. It gives it a sharp edge right there, like there's a cliff, kind of like an edge to that dimension right there. So let's sharpen that up there. Give it a little bit more oomph. Right there. There we go. And then down here, it will be a little brighter. Right there. All right. Same thing for here. Need that to be. It's too thick. It's farther away. It's going to be very thin. Something like that. Okay, now let's come down here. Hang on, guys. I gotta get a little detail here. This is where in my head, I'm going, shh, shh, shh. I'm not whistling. I'm telling my head to be quiet a minute so that I can concentrate on a skill rather than an idea. Because the skills, once you learn a skill, like for the example, riding a bike, you learn how to ride a bike, you don't have to think about riding a bike. Well, it's the same thing with certain things, paint blending, things like that. You don't have to think about it as much. Oh, thank you, Picola's putting some links in there because you've learned the skill of it. But that takes time. It takes time and practice, and you never really finish learning. You're always going to learn more. You're going to get better at your skills. You're going to learn new skills. That's a lifelong project there, learning new things. Okay, so some of this paint here got on there from another project, so I need to get that kind of gone. So just want something there to kind of cover up those. Paint runovers. It's all black there. Okay, same thing for right here. You have a torn bit right there. Need to glue that back down. Okay, let's see. If you stop learning, you speed up the loss of brain connections. We don't want that to happen, do we, Jean? Let's not stop that brain connections. All right, so now, as you can see, I got this side all the way to the edge. Now this side, see how I need to paint in right there? So I'm going to go back to my finger painting. Maybe a little darker, a little bit of some brown and black in there. And again, the baby wipe, you can wipe things away. And then we're going to do some star splatter. We'll do some star shine. Okay, I need a little bit of this sienna color up in here. Maybe a little black and sienna. A little more purple. I just want to blend it to the edge. Okay, and here's another tip. See how you can see that line right there? That's a cut line. If you have a cut line, it's harder to blend than a tore if you tear it. Anytime you can tear your collage bits, it's better to tear them than to cut them. And I know you have to fussy cut, like you're cutting out a little person, or you're cutting out a flower, or you're cutting out, you got to fussy cut that. But if at any time you can tear an edge, you'll be able to blend it better with paint than a cut edge. It's just harder to blend a cut edge. So that's a little tip there. Let's put a little bit of brown. Need some of these colors. Oops, let me prop it back up. Trying to keep that glare off. And it's probably best if you don't wear a white shirt unless it's a paint shirt, because you're always dragging your hand through it. Oh, hey, Kim, you got to go spend time with your best friend today. Oh, thanks for stopping in then, Kim. Thanks for stopping in. All right. Do I want brush to paint the black? Let's do a little star splatter. Maybe a little water. We've got a little bit of misty stuff going on. I really would like to maybe cut in a little deeper in some spots. Oh, I gotta fix that sidewalk right there. Lighter. Too light. Okay. Need a little bit more mist thing going on here. Get a little on, and if you use a baby wipe and you want to use a baby wipe, you're going to smash it in. Smash it into the baby wipe because then you can do more. It'll do more for you. Okay. And the ditch is always the tricky bit. It's a little thick right there. I think I'm going to turn that into a plant right there. Okay. Hi, Lynette. All right, just a little bit more. Planet breakup right there. Oops. Okay, something like that. I like that. A little bit more, little bit of accent brightness here. A little purple and a little more white. And just to have a few accent bits. And also, I got out my, what do you call it, palette knife to do some scraping, and then I didn't do any scraping on this one. We'll do scrape. I got to need a new baby wipe. We'll do scraping on the next one. I just did everything with my finger here. Okay. Clean up. All right, now let's get another little, yeah, here's a little lid. Let's put a little white because I want to water it down. I think this is really about out. I don't need much, just a dab. It's too much, whatever. And then some white water in here. And this is where you want to water down. Get a fluff brush. Let's get something fluffy here. Where's my gel? Yeah, this one will work. You just want something fluffy, something that'll splatter. So I'm going to just get this as like watered down. Do a little tap, tap. And I'm also going to want it down here. But I don't want it on my sidewalks or anything. So if it gets there, if it gets anywhere else, I'll just wipe it off with a baby wipe. Wish it would quit flashing out, but I don't want to get it too dark, but let's darken it just a little. Let's get the true color back here. Since when have I started YouTube? About I think the first week in June. Ustream stopped doing free streaming. So we all moved over. Need a little bit more water. Where's that? Where's my little tray? Where's my little blue? Where did I stick it? Where's all my paintbrushes? There it is. With this. A little bit more watered down. We all moved over to YouTube. Yeah. So welcome. All right, so now I'm getting a lot of water on this. So I can get some tiny, well, let's tap it off a little. Tinier little bits. Too much. There we go. It's a little big. We'll roll with it. Don't mind a couple over on the top of the planet. I don't want it on the building. Okay. All right. So yeah, it's starting to get messy here. What is it? Seal? Sealbosca? Sealbosca? Sealbosca. Okay, so yeah. Look, I'm gonna move the camera. Don't anybody freak out. I'm gonna show you my desk. Okay. I want to take a picture. That's what I need to do. Hang on. I'll take a picture to last longer. Yeah, I'll take a picture of. Let me stand on my chair because then you'll be able to see a bit. Because it's a lot of space. Maybe I'll go long ways. There we go. All right, save that for a thumbnail. All right, so look, this is what I'm working at. All right, so here's you guys right there. There's the computer right there. Here's where I'm working. Here's the whole desk. This is what I'm working with right here. There's everything. All right. So I think I can move my wax paper now because I'm not painting to the edge. You always want to have wax paper when you paint or anything up to the edge because you'll glue your pages shut. As y'all saw, a couple of mine had some marks where I stuck them together. All right. That's nothing, Kenny. I see what's on the floor. Any books or journals or anything like that I show you guys, I throw them behind me on the floor. All right, let's dry this. Let me get my heat gun here. You don't do art? Well, hang out and enjoy hanging out with us then. These little flicks, they take a minute to dry. That may or may not be enough. We'll see. Okay, so now I want to add some star planet detail, like right here. I think that needs to be something there. So that's when I get in with pencils. All right, let's move my watercolors out of the way. That goes on the floor. Back over there. Let's get some pen. And I did clean my pencils into my 2 trays now. So now I can find my colors a little better. See, I cleaned that up. Look, here's all my flesh tones. And then look here, I got it all nice and neat. Aren't y'all proud of me for cleaning that up? All right, so let's see. Let's get a sienna. That's this right up here. I want to do a little bit more planet. Something maybe a little more round. Okay, and then you can take Posca or y'all notice I haven't added any time element to this one yet. And that's kind of our time element right there. But I don't have a watch part or anything in here. We could add one. Don't know if I want to though. I think I'll just leave it like this. Because I want more detail and stuff like that. I might want a little water here too. But I'm liking this, like this. Maybe it needs just a tiny bit more something coming across that crack. You know, the crack of the book by Cracky. So I can get in there. I don't like that there's blue around that one. I'll leave it. So this kind of looks like a swirl to me almost. Like it needs to swirl across here. Same thing for right in here. Needs to kind of. Thanks, guys. Yeah, do you prime the pages? Anything for you? Yeah, matte medium. When I'm gluing things down, I use golden matte medium, and that makes the paint manipulate. Now, when I'm completely done with everything, I'll varnish it. Like, let me show you one page that's varnished at the beginning. This one's varnished. See the shine? And again, guys, let me turn down the light. The color gets flashed out really easy here. There we go. See? This one's varnished. See the shine? So eventually all the pages will be done and they'll all be varnished. Eventually. Do I need some contrast maybe? I don't know. Not too much. I'm trying to get as real Trying to keep it as, the colors and everything as real as I can get them here, guys, with the light flashing in and out. Just a little, and maybe I don't know if it needs it there. May not need it, but I was just kind of thinking of a little bit of a waterfall, but I may not need a waterfall. I might just leave it. I don't have any watches in here either. Okay, bye. Yeah, you can, Sapphire. I talk about all my supplies. And if you go over to my playlist, look in art supply playlist. I have a video. Again, it's before everything was in HD. The videos only start being in HD as of, I think, June 11th or something like that. But I show all my supplies that I use in Collage, Color Book, and all that. But I use the Delta Ceram Coat interior exterior gloss varnish. It's a water-based varnish. If you can't find this particular varnish, get water-based varnish. Don't get oil-based varnish. Get water-based. Okay? And it doesn't take much. And I put it on with a foam sponge brush, because if you put it on with a foam sponge brush, you're not going to get brush marks. Okay? So I might just leave this one for now. I might come in and add a few more little planetary details, because you can't have too many planetary details. Okay, so let's go back to some of the other things that I had bookmarked. Okay, this is one where I got all kinds of stuff just stuck down. It's not even glued down yet. I just stuck this stuff down to kind of play with that. And again, now this one looks way too colorful. It's like you change the page and the color goes, oh, there we go. No. There we go. That's pretty good right there. So we can glue this stuff down. I have this. Oh, I know that somebody was asking about doing some of the pages, not a lot of them, but there's a few where you have 4 pictures on a double page spread and how to blend those in. Maybe we'll stop and do a little bit of this. I can't promise we're going to, do every bit of detail, but I have the right colors already out. The same colors that we were already using, I have them out. So let's go ahead and maybe do some of that. Okay. Oops, sorry. Now here's where I think I will do a little bit with the palette knife. Sorry, guys. It's just kind of the lighting. Okay. Thank you, Kenneth. So let's start with putting in wax paper. And I did a flip through this book and my Forgotten Heritage book earlier at the beginning of the show. So if you want to see some of these pages done, I need a little bit more wax paper. I kind of got some back here. I need another piece of wax paper. Bigger piece here. I did flips through. All right. There we go. And I am propping the book up a little to try to keep the glare from the ring light off of it. But it still looks a little dark. There we go. It's a little better. Okay. All right. So we're going to go with these colors. I think I am going to have to paint some out and then scrape because there's so much white. So let's go ahead and let's just paint some out. Let's get a brush here. All right. Let me wet my brush. Try to always remember to wet your brush before you stick it in paint. It'll last long. You won't crust your brush up if you get it damp. before you, and now this is, I'm not going to try to match anything other than just a general color, just to get rid of the white. Okay, so that's all I'm trying to do right now. Get rid of the white paper. We're gonna do more color matching and blending. I just want to do that. I want to get rid of all the white. Okay. Get there, maybe some right there. All right, now I'm going to move over into some blue. So this is how I start, by getting rid. Sometimes it's black edges. It just depends on whatever picture's there. Okay, I just want to get rid of all the white. You can kind of smash in with your finger or baby white. So this is how we're going to start. Need a little bit more white. White thing. Oh. Okay, this lid's crusted over. Let's get another white. Okay, Pacola. Gotta go tea. As in, is it tea time? Maybe some purple right in there. Go back to the blue. I'm not even cleaning my brush here. I just want to get all the white gone. Maybe a little bit of white in that sky. Those mountains, purple mountains majesty there. Okay, so there's a start. Got rid of, oh wait, I missed a part. Get rid of all the white. And see, I'm not being very careful. But I don't want it so, at this stage, I don't want it all like nitpicky yet. I want it just blocked in. Okay. Just want to block maybe a little black right there. This is how you'll blend it to look authentic. And I don't know where we're going with it yet. I don't know yet. You just got to not be afraid to play and get in there and do whatever. Okay, so let's connect these two right now. Let's connect this one with this one. Okay, so now we're already getting these two worlds together. And it got flashed out again. And we're going to turn it back down again. Okay. Okay, but one of the ways to help you make it cohesive is by scraping paint on. All right, so I'm going to need a little bit more blue and a little, probably because it's starting to dry out. Some of these colors I've had out for an hour or two. So let's put, I'm going to put a little bit more color out here. The same colors that I was using earlier, the purple, the blue harbor. Where's that? Here it is. I already still got enough sienna there. There's a little bit of yellow ochre there. All right, now I got to find, here it is. Yay, it's right here. My palette knife. Are we still with the tour? What time is it? Okay, so okay. I wanted to leave by 12:30. I don't know if Joycey's streaming at 1 or not, or maybe Janet. Okay, so now to make it look more blended, then like for instance, here's some black and the rust color, right? So maybe we'll pick up a little purple and a little rust here. So I've got a couple colors, maybe a touch of black. So there's like 3 colors on there. Now, very lightly skim, just skim it. And if you get any paint where you don't want it, then take your baby wipe and just wipe it away, okay? But the reason I can wipe it away with the baby wipe is because of the matte medium that I already had on. Did I have matte medium on this one? I think. No, maybe I didn't have matte medium on this one. So if I get in painting in some areas and it won't wipe off, that's why I should have matte mediumed it. But I didn't glue any collage bits on here yet. We'll just roll with it. We'll roll with it. Hey, Gabrielle in the UK. All right, so maybe some blue and white. See, I'm not even cleaning my palette knife. I'm just kind of rolling into some different colors here. And again, if you get in any areas that you don't like it, then just wipe it away. But the thing about the palette knife is it gives it all kinds of texture. You're not going to get, it's going to be non-exact. You have to let go of, oh, I want a certain paint right here, at this stage. At this stage, all I'm trying to do is get some like texture, right? This needs some more brown right in here. Maybe I can carry that down here a little. So I'm just getting some of this on here in a non-perfect way. Then what I'm going to do is I'll go back and I'll move it around with a baby wipe. I'll start adding details. Do I want this to be water washing up into this? Maybe. It could be mountains. I could make those mountains come up. But I'm just trying to get some texture bits. Some purple and white over here. Probably could use some gray right in there. Let's go purple. See, and I can just see this coming down here as a waterfall coming down right out of that door. So we're going to have that water coming out of that door, rolling down here. Okay, I need more white. Streaming YouTube, she got set up and listen. Okay, thanks, Jean. Thank you. I was going to be gone by 12:30 anyway, so I want to go eat pizza. Upster said we're going to get pizza. So I just want to get in something that looks like it's starting to blend together, right? This one, maybe some more blue over here. Maybe I want more mountains over here. I can make taller mountains, make bigger mountains here. Maybe I want more mountains. Put the mountains in the clouds. Let's put another mountain right there. Let your inner Bob Ross come out. Let your inner Bob Ross come out here, people. Got a glare right there. Okay, so I don't know how far we're going to get with this. Let me dry it now. I'm going to dry. Then we're going to add some details. No, I don't want the water coming in the hole in the floor. I want it coming out this door and around this path. I like the hole just being a hole. I'm going to get all this dry. It's pretty thick. Then we're going to start painting in the details into it. But when you got 4 pictures you're trying to blend together, it does take a little bit more looking at the whole thing. But I want to dry this layer so we can add another layer. Yeah, it's probably good. All right, now I can move my wax paper. I'm not right at the edge. All right, now let me get a couple more baby wipes for my hands and for. So, and at this point, I might want to do some more collaging. I'm trying to kind of showing y'all the painty parts today. Do you take before and after pictures? I don't, Dolores. I should take before and after pictures, but I don't. I should, but I don't. Okay, so now we can do some collaging, or I can just keep painting. I think I'm just going to keep painting for now. Although I would probably like there's these wheel things here. I might want, some other things, but I'm going to just kind of roll with it for a minute. Okay. So we'll see. Let me get a brush here. All right. So now I'm going to start playing with the brush. You can do it some more with your fingers. You can get in here and blend. And some people, they don't want to touch the paint. They might just want to do it all with the brush. You can do it with the brush. You can do it with either one. Sometimes I feel like I can blend better with my fingers, but let's go ahead. I didn't put any over here. I should have done more scraping on this side. Maybe I'll do some star thing down here. So let's get this corner nice and dark, which means I should put some wax paper on this corner because I'm going to end up gluing that corner together. A little more. So you have any questions or anything? Is this interesting to watch? Do y'all do any kind of, I know I ask all the time who's doing um, altered books, mixed media, collage, you know. Those pipes are going this way, getting thinner up there. It's black. Very nice. Okay, thanks, Mr. Q. Do I want this to come down here? Maybe. Maybe I want this to come down further. Clean some of that black. Just got Bannon Place's book at Barnes & Noble yesterday for my birthday. Oh, yay, crafting. Don't be a fearing. Just do it. Don't be a fearing. If you're afraid to start, just start by painting out backgrounds, painting out white text. Start with that if you're afraid to paint on anything. Okay, I think I want do I want more wave action going on down here? I might. Okay, and then what you can do is can be a little tricky in the ditch there. Have your new painting outfit. Oh, yay. Did you finish the other one, Jean? I haven't watched your yet. Was it yesterday? I haven't finished watching. So did you finish it already? I saw so. Oh, oh, wait. You said this morning that you tweeted it, right? I haven't been to Twitter. So you probably finished it and I haven't seen it yet. I'm going to look, Jean. Well, no, you're restarting. Well, then I won't show the one you if you're not liking the one that. Oh my gosh, Jean, if you're restarting, girl. Okay, I'm not sure what I want to do in here. Yeah, I'll just leave that for a minute. Do I want this to almost be a mountain kind of thing? Do I want this to be... No, I want that to be part of a wave. Wave it. I want the floor, I want to do water coming down here. So I need to kind of consider that I'm going to do that. So let's wait on that side there. It's practice. I have to go. Bye, Kenneth. Thank you for stopping in. All right, now where's my little water here and my one down here? Some star things going down here. And I'll probably have another something up in here. Dark. But I want this to look like pillars in another world. We can put in little things going on in the background there. Okay. This almost could look like shadowed behind there. Don't know yet. A little purple in there, I think. Some of my paint's drying out here. Okay, let's see. Don't want to lose my little gears there. All right. Now start working on this here. This kind of comes around. I like the way that shapes around there. All right, let's get in with some, maybe some yellow ochre and some other colors in here. Don't know if I like covering up that mountain. I don't think I do. I think I'm going to leave that because I like this mountain coming across. Oh, let me clean my brush. Carrying this across here. Oh, now you can show the latest tweet. Oh, okay. I didn't know if you wanted it shown if you were still in practice. My stomach? No, that was funny. That was a motorcycle. Silly. Silly Mr. Q. Okay, let me look here. Twitter, Jean, search, Jean. Music, Jean, media. Oh, it looks good, Jean. Let me turn the light down so that it shows up on camera. See if I can turn it sideways here. All right, Jean. Let's see if that shows up. So there's what Jean is working on. It's a little fuzzy on my phone because I'm so zoomed in. But there's Jean working on her marbles. Jean lost her marbles, and that's where they all went. Oh, let's see here. Very nice, Jean. Okay, let's see. I just want to do a little bit more here. I don't know. Oh, the water. That's what I wanted to concentrate on, the water coming around here. So you can see how I'm starting to work on some mountains back here. And then you can always take and put mist. Let's do the water, then I'll do the mist. Okay, so let's do the water first. Make sure my brush is full. Then we'll mist across here because that helps you be cohesive too. Although I don't have a lot of detail in here yet, guys, as far as little bits and things, you know, like I might want some splash right in here. Here's my water. Let's get some. It's a little bit. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's not what I want. It's too thick. I need more. The water's drying out. Right in here. Too much. Tap it off. Okay, now where's my brush with the water? The mountains and hills remind me of La Paz in Bolivia. Oh, well, I guess that's good. And you can go in here and play with every little bit. You can paint on, add things to, add pillars and posts and you know whatever. Just or you can get rid of some stuff if it's too much. You know, and just keep. This is the fussy bits that you know. I usually don't. I have to do either on a separate video, having already started something because this is the stuff that takes time, right? Highlighting, shadowing. We'll highlight on there. All right, so now let me clean my brush. We'll do a little water because I gotta get out of here in a few minutes. All right, so now I'm in here with a little bit of the white and purple. Okay, so I want the water to come out. Maybe it'll come down. Let's have it come down. And then come out and come around. Kind of pull up right in here. Maybe some will go down into that little crack there. Let me zoom in a little, guys. We'll see some of the detail here. Okay. See, now I'm putting my hand and that's wet right there. I got this huge brush, but hey, if it gets the job done. Again, got a little, the lighting, the bane of streamer's existence is the lighting. Are we ready to go get pizza?
You wanna go with it?
Yeah. If you wait, can you wait a couple more
Yeah.
minutes?
Oh, you want to fix your.
No, that's fine. I'm almost done. I'll be done in just 5 minutes. Hubster's ready to go get pizza. He'd go get it without me, but I think I want to get out of the house. You know? Okay, so now I want to come around this way. I think I'll have a little swirly mist thing coming down here. Maybe coming out of these smokestacks here. So coming out of these smokestacks, we'll have some, oops, sorry. Smoke turning into the water. How's that look? Dot, I thought I saw somebody say she was, but they're not sure. I can't tell you that when I'm streaming now, can I? I would have not seen that while I'm streaming. Okay, so some of this. I can't have time to get over there on that side. I'm just going to have to work right in here. Can have some of it come down. Maybe have one little stream of water there. One little trickle. Okay, we'll do a little mist. Yep, I got a lunch date too, Karen. I got to go in a minute. Thank you for stopping in. Okay. But you can see how you can take a lot of time to do your details. And you don't want to have to rush it. But I hope you'll, all right, let me back out. I hope you've been able to see a little bit of how you blend 4 different pictures together to make one cohesive picture. And again, I got a lot of work to do right here. This is the least amount of thing done is right in here. You can see we added mountains. We can continue working on the buildings. We added some pillars here to like hold up this little part here. So, you know, we got these pipes going on, the wheels. So, but let me do a little mist, which this is usually, I don't usually do this till toward, you know, when I'm finished. But I want to be able to show y'all a little mist action. Oh, let me dry this first. Hang on, guys. Thanks, Gene. There's Hubster's getting ready. He's opening the garage door. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, so I'm going to mash it into the baby wipe. And now I have to kind of decide where I want my mist and stuff. I know I want some here. I want this coming up here. Let's just get it thinner. Okay. So I want this all kind of creeping down this way and coming out of those smokestacks. I could add more brighter white coming out of there. Maybe a little bit coming down here. Smooth that out a little. And I can make this nice and dark down in there to make it look like it's going down in a hole there. Okay. And then maybe some down in here in the water waves. Down in here, can mist this up a little. Have a little bit more softness to here. No one would have known this was 4 separate. Yeah, that's the point. Yeah, thank you. That's what we're going for. Okay, so some of this can come across. If you get too much, then just kind of back it off with the other clean spot on the baby wipe. Okay. Then maybe we have a little bit of mist up in here along this edge. I got a little more, need a little more paint. So this can make these two work together here. The two sides. Okay. See how it starts to come together? There may be some smoke coming in up here. Maybe there's some kind of smoky bit coming around there. Too much. Okay. Sandra streams at 7:30 tonight, unless I don't know something. She streams at Sandra streams out on Wednesdays at 7:30. And again, it's a little tricky right in that ditch there. So anyway, you can see kind of where we're going with it. But you want to take your time. You don't, I always kind of end up hurrying a little at the end. You don't want to have to hurry. You want to take your time, do the soft blends, the details. And again, I haven't even collaged much into this. Actually, I don't think I collaged anything into this. I did no collage on this. Now that I think about it, it's all paint. No collage at all. So anyway, guys, I'll let it go with that. You on your rabbit trail and working in bed in place instead of doing your work. Oh, I'm glad you saw the 4 pictures ahead of time. And again, guys, there's lots more I can do. Seriously, I could probably consider this about 3/4 of the way done. I could spend probably at least another hour finessing it. And I might in another show or I might off camera. But, here's where you can see turning 4 pictures into 1. I'll throw a couple paintbrushes on it and take a picture just so that I can tweet something, before I go get pizza. So hope y'all enjoyed this. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Jean. Everybody have a great afternoon. Happy hump day, everybody. All right. Bye-bye.